All right, so for today's quick little video, we're gonna make a candy cane out of whipped cream, ruby red slippers, and some cheap dollar store washi tape. So I got some cupcake liners, and I am almost completely out of my whipped cream. So I'm gonna have to order some more of that. So first things first, I am just gonna apply my base to the entire nail. And of course, I would usually dip it into the white powder, but we're just gonna pour over since there's like nothing left in this jar. Tap off the extra. And I'm gonna put at least 2 layers of the white down. Of course, personal preference, you can do 3. I just thought that white with 2 layers for this particular use would be just fine. So I'll go ahead and let you watch me do that. So once you let your nail sit for a moment, making sure it's completely dry, you're going to take your off-brand dollar store washi tape. Now you can use like really thin striping tape, you can use packing tape, whatever works for you. I just like this washi tape, and I keep saying it's washi tape, but it's not. It's just like something cheap from the dollar store, but it has that type of feel, I guess. It's not super sticky. It pulls up really easily without leaving a residue. Sometimes painter's tape, I know some people use painter's tape, but that can leave a residue sometimes, so I really like this. And of course I would never use real washi tape for this because washi tape is so expensive. So just go grab whatever you can find at the dollar store. Make sure it's pressed down really well because we're gonna apply our base over the top of this. And if it's not pressed down really well, the base is going to seep under there and it's going to ruin your crisp lines. So once you have your design ready to go, you grab your base again and you're going to paint over all the exposed areas. You don't have to paint over the tape, but you can. Just make sure there's no missing spots. And then you're going to pour over the next color. I got a glitter here, ruby red slippers. It's this really fun glittery red. And I'm only going to do 1 layer, but you could absolutely do 2. I actually almost wish that I would have done 2, but I wanted to keep it pretty thin. But really you would just dust off the extra like normal, apply your base again, and pour over again. But I think it turned out well. So then once you let it dry a little bit, let it sit, then you can pull off the tape and you see that you get these really crisp little lines. And the off-brand washi tape, it doesn't leave any kind of residue, which is really great. And some places you can see that the base was a little heavier, or thicker rather, and so it's still a little bit wet. You can try to push it down with your finger if you want. It's not a big deal. Once you activate, you won't be able to tell. So there's my little candy cane. And I'll turn it sideways here. You can see that there is a little bit of a ridge, but really it doesn't bother me. Some people want to have their nails very, very smooth. And having a little bit of a ridge doesn't bother me as long as I can still see the nice design and it's not really obvious. So then you already know if you watch my channel that I like to activate in sections when I do designs like this. So you see I did the white first and then I went through and dabbed on around the glitter and then I went back through and did the white again and the glitter again. And that's just to avoid pulling the color into the other sections. Once your activator has completely dried and the dip is hard, you can, of course, rub the swatch or your nail with a little bit of rubbing alcohol to Make sure that you don't contaminate your top coat with any leftover activator that hasn't been absorbed all the way. Then you'll go ahead and top coat like normal. And I have no idea what's happening with my brush here. I must have jammed it when I put it back in the bottle one day and it's all janky, but it's fine. It'll work out just fine. Not a big deal, and I'll replace it after this video. So there it is, my little candy cane swatch. I may or may not do like a full candy cane manicure at some point during this holiday season, but it was super fun, and I know a lot of people are wondering how to do that, so I thought it would be really beneficial for you guys to watch. So as always, like, comment, and share if you enjoyed this video, and drop a suggestion down in the comments for something you want to see next time. See you later!